Rejuvenation, Swimming in Qi, Part 1. Let's get back over. Our opening is the same opening. So we're inhaling, coming up onto the toes, exhaling down to the breastbone. Inhaling, turning the fingertips down, exhaling down to the lower dantian. Inhaling here into the lower dantian. And then exhaling. So for swimming in Qi, we're going to keep our feet together. Our palms are going to come up by our sides, about the hip level, waist level. This is a little too high. This is perhaps a little too low, so somewhere in between. It should be comfortable. Once again, we don't want to push ourselves into pain. And this can be especially important in this exercise because as in the wave, it uses a lot of the back. So if you need to do a more subtle movement, please feel free to do so. So the first part, we're going to go over the mechanics first and then the breath. First part is the hands are going to extend out in front of you while the hips push back behind you. So, just like so. And then the palms are going to, so if the palms are up, the shoulders and the arms are going to rotate. So the palms are now facing out to the side. The backs of the hands are facing each other. And we're simply going to brush and sweep the arms out to the side in a circular motion. Opening up the chest and throat. Leaning back a little bit. It once again depends. Don't put any stress on the back. If this motion doesn't work for you, go ahead and modify. You can even do something as subtle as here or even more subtle, okay? So you come forward, the palms are up, the shoulders and arms rotate so that the palms are out to the side, the backs of the hands are together. And then as we stand up and transition the hips forward, we're opening up the chest and the throat. The arms brush back behind us. The palms are now face up. We're rotating the wrists so that now the palms are up, but the fingertips are facing forward. So let's do that a few more times. Hips go back, palms reach out, the fingertips reach out. We're switching so that now the backs of the hands are facing one another and the palms are facing out. And then as we stand up and move the hips from back behind us to slightly forward, we're sweeping the arms out to the side, opening up the chest, opening up the throat, and then rotating those wrists. So now the fingertips go from back behind us to facing forward. Extending while pushing the hips back, bending the knees. I've been looking at the screen. You don't want to be looking at the screen theoretically. You want the head to be in a more neutral position, the neck in a more neutral position. You're not facing down and you're not canting up. You want a more neutral position. Your eyes can remain coming forward. And then sweeping the arms out to the sides, rotating the wrists, and continuing on. See, it's similar to the breaststroke, right? So, with the breath, we're inhaling, switching the hands, and then exhaling. Rotating the wrists in, and out. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. From another angle, backing up, inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, now a little bit of talky talk. I've made a huge deal out of the transition from the palms up to the palms facing out to the side and then coming. When we're doing the exercise, it's more fluid than this. Okay, so it's more of a, it may be less pronounced. But the reason why I wanted to accentuate that movement here now during our practice is because I wanted the movement to be clear so that you know the hand position. Okay, so when you're actually doing this exercise, it's a lot more fluid than that. As with most of our exercises, the more familiar you get with it, the more each movement flows into the next, and the breath should help carry you through the exercise. So it's all one continuous moment. That's true. One continuous moment and one continuous movement. All right. So how do we stop this wonderful, wonderful element? Now, typically we go to part 2, but we're not going to do that today. So today what we're going to do is after we finish to here, we're simply going to sweep the arms out to the sides and continue with our closing. Okay, so let's do the opening 5 of Swimming in Qi part 1, and then we'll close. So, opening, inhaling, exhaling, in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. The palms elevate. And we're inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Now going at your own pace. About one more. And then closing. I'm going to do the classical closing here. So we're inhaling all the way up. We're not pausing at the breastbone. Exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. And exhaling. And that's part 1 of Swimming in Qi.